So with season 5 not having domination, we do really all that is worth grinding for this season offline wise is mode completion cards. So we want to look at the season mode completion cards. So basically, so far it seems like Danny Manning and Bill Walton are the two best options. I've heard people say Jerry Stackhouse is pretty good. I think Baron Davis is going to be kind of similar to like your Russell Westbrook, but we're getting level 100 overall Draymond Green. So I think that card's not going to be that usable, or not that usable, but I think most people aren't going to really want that card because we got two good point guards already. But for me, like Danny Manning and Bill Walton are standing out. And then also these legend badges are standing out for 5. So I want to get 3 of them for sure. And, if I get a 4th, I'll look at maybe grabbing Jerry Stackhouse or Jim Jackson, or I doubt I'll get this 99 hidden gems because I don't think these cards are that great. But overall, I want 3 of these. So I'm going to let you guys know how I'm doing it and kind of like what the quickest way or the most efficient way to get 3 is per season. I've made videos similar to this in previous seasons, but the game's on sale for like $15. I'm sure there's a lot of newer players getting into the game that don't understand kind of how the mode completions work. So I kind of want to make a video. And if you've been playing the game, maybe you hadn't thought this process through. So how I do it is basically I play most of all my modes are based on offline because I think this is the way pretty much the average person or anybody can do it. So basically, and it all stems from Breakout and Breakout Gauntlet. So basically, you get 1 mode completion from playing Breakout. You got to play 13 breakout boards and get 13 breakout exchange pieces. How you get those each season, it's pretty much been the same, but with just different different warps. So basically you have to unlock a warp, and how you do that is you play 3 of these games in a row. So this season, or right now, it is the college theme. So basically you have to play 3 of these games in a row, or if you hold them to 0 points, that unlocks the warp by itself. But overall, most of the time, they're going to hit some cheesy shot or something. So more times than not, even if you're really locked in, they're still going to score some points. So what I do is I just play the 3 games. And basically, so like right here, I try to get them on the outsides first. So I got one here. What I will do is I will play this side and hopefully get one on the way to this corner. So hopefully like one of these games, and as soon as I get one on both sides of the board, what I will do is I will play this one, and then let's say this game right here, after I play this one, this unlocks another college game. I will play this one, and then I will play one of these, usually triple threat because it's the quickest. So I'll play this, or 3 games, I'll get the warp, and the warp will look like this until you get to the corner. So basically it'll be a little thing. This one says unknown. This is most likely triple threat. So be wary of that. If you do play like 3 triple threat games or 3 clutch time games, you will unlock a different warp. The warp this time is kind of like a yellowish color or yellowish brownish color. So you'll see one of these warps in the corner. So basically if I play those 3 games and I see a warp right here, I will need to go to that corner to basically I'll have to play this game to unlock the warp. And what I try to do is I try to get 15 points on the first board, so that way I can see what's in these corners, because there are, the chance of dark matters or 97 packs or 95 packs or 10,000 MT. So I try to do all that just to maximize what I'm getting when playing that. And when they have different double rep stuff, like right now it's college players, I have Cameron Boozer in all my lineups because I'm getting double rep for using him in those lineups. So basically you want to do that. Once you complete those 3 games, you'll do the warp. And then on that next board, somewhere in one of the corners, you will get a breakout exchange piece. And then basically you come over to the breakout tab, and there will be 2 before this one unlocks. So you have to do this free agent pack, as well as there will be a Hall of Fame badge pack for 2. So you'll lock those both in, and then it'll unlock this for 10. And basically you need 10 more, so 13 total, and then you get 1 mode completion. And you can only do it once per season, so just a heads up on that. So if you get more after that, you basically have to pick between this stuff. So nothing really crazy on that. But yeah, that's how you get your first one. But while you're doing that first one, or we'll just go to Breakout next, or Breakout Gauntlet next. So Breakout Gauntlet is a different mode. You will play basically 100 games. You can only use a card one time unless you complete challenges. So like right here, get 7 assists. I would use gold players, like my lower tier players for this. If I get 7 assists with one player, I have a 1 in 3 shot of getting whoever of one of those cards on my team back. So basically, if you're lower on cards, you want to do the challenges. I think you need around 250 to 300 cards, depending on how many challenges you do. I have 1,000 cards, so I don't worry about the challenges. If they come naturally, great. If not, I'm just going to do this as fast as I can. But while you're playing this is all triple threat and clutch time games. And usually it's around 70 triple threat to 30 clutch time. I think it could vary a little bit, but basically that is going to work you into your third one, the combination of two. So you want to play that. Oh, and also breakout, or that'll give you a breakout exchange piece. Let's cover that real quick first, just so I don't get ahead of myself. So that'll give you a gauntlet exchange piece. You will exchange that for a season 5 mode completion as well. You can only do that once as well. And really, gauntlet, after you do it once, it is probably the least worth it mode to play, because basically after you get one, you'd have to play 100 games to get a pick 5 Hall of Fame badge option pack, or 100 games to get 10,000 MT. Like if you play one or play like 3 breakout boards, you'll probably see like something like 10,000 MT in one of those boards, plus you'll be getting like 3,000 to 2,000 on the prior board. So I mean, overall breakout, a lot of boards you can get, 10,000 total while you're getting your exchange piece plus everything else you get. So breakout gauntlet, you want to do it once, and then once you're done with that, I would say don't worry about that mode for the rest of the season. But that brings us into the next one, which is in your season 5 tabs. It is triple threat and clutch time games. So basically, you're going to play 70 triple threat games anyways while playing breakout gauntlet, and then also you're going to play a ton of triple threat games while doing your 13 breakout boards. So you're probably going to be around 200-ish triple threat wins by the time you're done with those 2 modes and getting those 2 mode completions. So realistically, you only got to win about 50 more games on triple threat to get half of this done. And then clutch time, you play a little bit less, but I think I was around like 170 something on clutch time when I was done last season. So realistically, that is a lot of clutch time games to play, but overall, I would say like when challenges come out, just focus on clutch time games instead of triple threat once you complete triple threat. And then as far as the actual breakout board, one thing I try to avoid as much as possible is to get the pieces, you do have to play all game modes. So they're all are full lineup games. I try to avoid the full lineup games as much as I can. Like right here, I'll have to play this one, or I can use a chicken dinner, which basically if you have some of these saved up, you put that in and it unlocks that game without playing it. And then you can kind of continue going. I mean, sometimes you're going to get unlucky and you're going to get like 3 full lineup games in a row. So, I mean, sometimes you are going to have to play them. And overall, they're not that long. They're, I think, 2-minute quarters. So, but I try to avoid those games just because they don't do really anything in the grand scheme of things towards working towards mode completions. So I would try to play as little of the full lineup games as you can. Like I said, sometimes you're going to have to play them. Sometimes they're going to be in your corners or just like on your path that you have to go. So overall, like I said, you're going to be getting around 200 games of each triple threat and clutch time, and that'll put you within 50. And then you can play, if you want to continue playing the all lineups mode board, you still can, or you can switch over to straight triple threat, straight clutch time. Depending on how much time in the season I have, I usually switch over to just basically those type of boards just to knock them out quicker. But if you get it done early in the season and you want, I think you get better rewards from these boards, so you can always grind it that way. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. That's the quickest way. If you like online game modes, I don't think Showdown is incredibly hard to get 75 wins. I just think it's the least rewarding along the way, and you're literally only working towards one. Like, you're not making any progress on any other ones while you're going for these 75 wins. But if you want a 4th, I would say this is probably your next quickest, because realistically, I try to win 7 games a week just to get my weekly rewards. So while you're doing that, if you do that every week and then win a couple extra some weeks, you'll get your 75 wins, or you can always use some of these extra wins. I'm saving mine right now, but that's always an option as well. So that's everything I got. Let me know if these are the modes you guys are grinding, or if you guys have a better way to get mode completions faster. But that's all I got for today. If you liked the video, please like the video and tune in to the next one.